All right, good. All right, awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining in again. For those of you that either weren't with us last week or forgot, I'm Tess. I will be teaching once again, and this week we'll just look a little bit different. So last week was more of a vinyasa-based yoga class, and then this week will be, per request, more of a bodyweight sculpt type of class. So you'll see some yoga in the beginning just to stretch your body out if you've been sitting all day, or if you're just starting your day to kind of get things moving. And then it'll be about 20 minutes of that, about 30 minutes of more of a body weight intensity class. So stick with me if it gets challenging or if you need a break. The goal of the 30 minutes is to kind of keep your body moving and keep your heart rate as high as possible. But feel free to take breaks. If I can see you, that's great. If not, either way will be good. And then 10 minutes at the end to kind of cool your body down. If you want during that 30 minutes to kind of play your own music to pump you up, I know it's hard to hear on my end, feel free. All right, and we'll actually get started. So if you have your mat, that's kind of all you will need. Again, we're limited on props with everything going on. I wish I could be in a studio, but I can't. So we'll start actually in child's pose. So when you get to your mat, you start to stretch into your hips, pull your knees nice and wide, and press your toes back behind you, and then let your hips sink back. And from there, let your hands start to crawl forward. And in your own time, rest your forehead down. And once you find that space, go ahead and stay put. And use your breath. Right away, sink all the air out of your lungs, deplete completely. And then start fresh, deep breath in through your nose. And big exhale, let it go. Good, another one just like that, full breath in to the very, very top. And open mouth, exhale, let it go, release. And again, in these first 20 minutes, just really working to stretch your body out. And start nice and slow. Feel free to rock your forehead side to side. You can always look at me for an indicator at the beginning of the exercise that we pulled through today, and then kind of continue on your own. And let your hips sink back, nice and slow. Continue on with your breath. And this practice today will be open mouth exhales to kind of find a release through your body rather than in and out through your nose. One more breath just like that in your child's pose. When you're ready, ground your palms, crawl forward, tabletop, all fours. And spread space between all 10 of your fingers. Work your knees back underneath your hips. And then pull belly button into spine. Work your core automatically right from the start. Keep your gaze down or in line with the top of your space. When you're ready, inhale, dip your belly down. Push your tailbone up towards the sky and then pull your shoulders back. And take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Open up through your throat, breathe in. An opposite movement, cow pose, push your shoulders up towards the ceiling, separate your shoulders at the top. Start to find a flow with that. Inhale, cow pose, dip your belly down. And exhale, cat, push up through your palms, let your shoulders separate. And then from there, kind of work those movements in and out. You find a little bit more space through the middle part of your back or your thoracic spine. And then allow more space to build with every breath that you take. Good, inhale, pull your chest open, let it release. Exhale, drive your shoulders up and back. Good, once again, inhale, dip your belly down. Exhale, push your shoulders away. And from here, nice neutral back. And come back into that space. This time, puppy dog pose, so your hips will stay high. Push your hands out in front of you. And then let your chin hit the mat. And from there, you'll feel more of the stretch through your lats or the big lean muscles across your upper back. And stay put, hips stay high. And slow and steady, crawl your palms back underneath your shoulders. Again, separate space between all 10 of your fingers. Tuck your toes behind you, pull your belly button tight, breathe in. And roll over your toes, downward facing dog, push your hips up and back. And then from here, pedal out through your feet. Shift side to side, take time. Create some space through your whole body. Good, continue to work out that space, pedal out through your feet, shift side to side. Good, so from here, I'll stay and I'll put your body in the pose. And then I'll continue to cue you through it. So you can hear me. Work out the kinks through your ankles, through the bottoms of your feet, and then through your hamstrings. And some of the work will do a lot lower body, the stronger part of your body. So we want to work and stretch that part out first. And pause, slowly draw your ribs up and in towards your body. Find a little bit more patience from here. Take time, gaze forward at your thumbs. Nice and slow, 1 foot at a time. Take your right foot about 6 inches in front of you. And then take your left foot, push it out and in front of your right foot. And continue on in that pattern, slow and steady, all the way up towards your feet, your knees. Separate your feet nice and wide, ragdoll pose, bend into your knees. Cradle opposite hand, opposite bicep, hang nice and heavy. And from there, feel free to sway side to side, take your time, rock back and forth, whatever you need right here in this space. And take the beginning moments to work out. Optional chest expansion, take your hands, interlace them back behind you, or maybe use a blanket. Push your knuckles up towards the sky. Let them fall out in front of you. And take a nice straight left leg, start to bend into your right leg. Pull your knuckles up towards the sky, breathe in. And as you exhale, dip your right shoulder over towards your left big toe. Work out the kinks through your IT band from hip to knee. Find a little bit more space. And back through center, breathe in. Bend into your left leg, straighten through your right. Exhale, twist, left shoulder to your right big toe. Then come back through center, release your hands towards the earth. Slither your feet underneath your hips. Work your chin towards your chest. Slow and steady unravel to the very, very top. Once you arrive at the top, take a big shoulder shrug up to your ears. Big exhale, let your shoulders drift back down. One more time, just take that shoulder shrug up towards your ears. Float on to the balls of your feet. And exhale, let it all drift down. And right here, when you're standing neutral on all sides, feel the foundation underneath your feet. Right here, feel that footing. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms all the way up and overhead. You feel that shoulders start to lift up towards your ears. Roll your pinkies in. You want external rotation through. Take your shoulders back, squeeze them towards one another. And take the tops of your hips, lift them up towards your ribs. Take a breath. Exhale, hands together at heart. Draw your thumbs towards your heart. One more time, shoulders up to your ears. Shoulders back, release them down. Again, we're playing always with a focus on the breath, even as we work stronger movements into the body. So pull the breath into your nose. Open mouth exhale will release some of the heat. But again, we continue to warm the body before we add strength. Let your hands rest down by your sides. Just like we started, inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms all the way up and overhead. Full lift, full chest, breathe in. Sink the weight back to your heels, chair with your plain arms. As you seem like you're going into a squat, reach your hands back behind you, face your palms towards one another. Good, now from here, play with that stance. Lift your pinky fingers up towards the sand behind you. Work into the strength of your triceps and the backs of your arms. Now pull your upper ribs tight towards your body, suction them tight. Stay low in your legs, just your arms will move. Inhale, chair totally reach your arms out in front of you. Frame your ears this time, so your shoulders have to do a little bit more work. Breathe in. Exhale, you're putting your arms again, play with the strength of your triceps, reach back. One more time, back to the chair, reach your arms up, let your shoulders work. Exhale, you're playing, pull back behind you. This time, draw the weight back to your heels, push nice and strong. Inhale, mountain pose, maybe take it into a little back bend, open and arch your back up. Exhale, forward fold, deliver your hands to heart center. Straighten the backs of your legs, let your hamstrings stretch. Hang just for a moment. Now halfway lift is a reset through your spine. It's like a deadlift. Place your hands to your shins or above your knees. Like you could set a glass onto your lower part of your back. Find that nice flat spine. Now small bend through your knees, breathe in. High plank pose, ground your palms, all fours, step back through your feet. Good, now force the weight through your index finger and thumb. Let that activate through the protractor muscles in your shoulders. Roll your heels over your toes. Drop your hips in line over your shoulders. Static pose, continuing to warm. Take your low ribs, pull them really tight towards your body. Right away, start to activate entire length. Now, small bend through your elbows, feel some buoyancy through that. Rock your heels over your toes. Elbows move towards your body, activate your triceps, roll it all the way down to your belly. Tent your fingers out to the side of your space. Keep your gaze down so your spine is neutral. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cobra pose, peel your chest away from the earth. Use the leverage of your fingers to roll your shoulders back. Now your legs don't do the work here. Keep the tops of your feet down. Roll your shoulders in, breathe in. Dip your right shoulder down towards your space. Feel that stretch through your pec muscle and into the front of your shoulder where your armpit rests. Back through center. Exhale, left shoulder down, sweep it through. Use your breath one more time each side. Pull your shoulders back, breathe in. Right shoulder down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, left shoulder down. Take your palms underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. You can go through tabletop or inhale, high plank. Push everything up together. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high towards the sky. Good, reset, full breath in. Reset, full breath back out. All right, if you were with me last week, we start to flow or find that vinyasa. Inhale, look forward at your thumbs. Exhale, walk or float your feet up to meet them. Halfway lift, think like a deadlift, reset. Exhale, forward fold, let it release. All the way up to the top, inhale, rise, mountain pose, stretch strong. Exhale, chair with airplane arms, sink your weight back, push your palms back. Inhale, back through chair, keep your booty low, arms reach. Exhale, airplane your arms behind you. So one more time, inhale, back through chair. Exhale, airplane your arms back, weight through your heels, inhale, rise, mountain, arch your back, open your heart. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, high plank pose, top of the push-up, ground your palms, step your feet back. Kind of will be a chaturanga or high to low, inhale, rock forward. Elbows tight, pin and slow. Inhale, upward facing, come to the tops of your feet, open your chest. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful, one more time, inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to your hands, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. All the way up, inhale, rise, mountain pose, stay strong and steady. Exhale, airplane your arms, sink it back. Just once, inhale, back through chair, find power. Exhale, airplane your arms. Weight through your heels, inhale, rise, big back bend, open up at the top. Exhale, forward fold, release, let it go. Halfway lift. This time, high plank pose and hold it. Ground your palms, step your feet back. From here, option to stay up on your palms or lower to your forearms. Create a stronger base, drop down to your elbows. Now, if your thumbs are touching, rather than connecting your palms, fan your fingers out, give yourself a stronger base. Good, from here, we'll pike your hips high, slowly walk your feet in, and then walk them back out. Pike your hips up, tiptoe your feet in, till your hamstrings start to yell at you, pull your wrists tight. Now walk them back down. Dolphin plank, pike ups, hips high, walk your heels in. Pause for a moment, walk your body back. Continue on just like that. Hips up towards the sky. Now walk your heels back. Let's stay with that movement. Forearms stay really rooted and strong into the mat. Now think as if you were pushing up through your shoulders. Hips stay high, pause. Walk all the way back out to a plank. Good, stay with that movement all the way through. Continue to breathe, use your open mouth exhales. 10 more seconds right here. Just 4, 3, last 2. Hold yourself in your forearm plank. Push back up onto your palms. Hips high, downward facing dog. That should be a nice sweet release to your body. Look forward at your thumbs. Walk, travel your feet up to knee. Reset, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Now separate your feet hip width distance apart, nice and steady where you started before. Weight back, inhale, chair pose, sink your hips back, send your arms high. We've been here before, take a breath in. As you airplane your arms, this time find your heels lift off of your space, come to the balls of your feet. A lot of balance right here, use your inner thighs for that power. Back through chair, inhale. Exhale, heels lift. Good, small but powerful movement. Back down, inhale, chair. Exhale, lift, balls of your feet, keep your weight. Now continue on, you don't need me to tell you to do it. Every time, slow it down, use your breath. As you exhale, airplane your arms, heels lift off of your space. Good, you've got it all the way through. Already starting to activate muscles through your calves, tops of your legs into your quads. Exhale, airplane your arms, heels lift. Stay with it. Good, nice and steady for 4. Last 3. Good, final 2. And 1, airplane your arms back, weight stays where your heels, inhale, rise, lift up to the top, mountain. Exhale, forward fold, weight down. Halfway lift, full breath in. High plank pose, just like you started. Palms down, send your feet back. Now this time your right hand will take your weight, moving into side plank. Push your feet together, kick your heels over towards the right. Elevate your left hand up towards the sky. Now if you want a little bit less, drop down to your right knee. Maybe lift your left heel up, stay lift your heel just like this. Activate through your glute, but give yourself that lean to push your heel down. If you want a little bit more, stack your feet on top of each other. Lift your right knee off of the earth. Stay with it, hold. Again, use your open mouth exhale, allowing your breath to be a key component in it. Back to your high plank and glute. Just 2. Switching to your left hand in 1. High plank pose. Good, shift your heels over to the left. Left hand stays. Lift your right hand up towards the sky. Good, now as you hold nice and steady, option drop down to your left knee. Lift your right heel up. Reach your arm high. Stick with this if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Again, lift off of your left heel. Stack your heels onto one another. Shift your right hip over your back. Hold for 3. Good, last 2. Back to your high plank right here in 1. High plank pose. Push your hips back, downward facing dog. Good, downward facing dog will be more of your reset. And the goal is to move for the next 30 minutes. You don't stop. You can take breaks if you need. Hips stay high. Full breath in. Slow yourself back down. Full breath out. Good, now continuing to stretch just a little bit. Lift your right heel up towards the sky. From here, ground into your palms. Kick your heels towards your left glute. And heavy, or feel free to open it up, circle it out. And find a little movement and start to roll your right hip bone down. Keep your heel up towards the sky. Take a breath. As you exhale, step your foot between your palms. Now that might be challenging right away. So if you step and it's about halfway, take your right hand back. Lift and push your heel in front of you. Now from here, you want to feel more of the sensation through the back of your leg into your hamstrings. Hit your fingers. Push your hips back. Straighten through your leg and then take your nose, pull toward your knee. More of your hip flexor on the left side. Hit your fingers, inhale, come forward, push your chest forward. So that you stretch in front of your head. Hip flexor, iliopsoas. It's really, really tight, especially if you're sitting most of your day. Straighten back out to your legs, hips high. One more time, back into your deep lunge. This time, come back to your low lunge. Push your knee over your ankle. Arms stay up overhead. Inhale, crescent lunge, and your arms up. You're creating mountain pose structure for the upper half of your body. Keep your back heel lifted over your toes. Now roll your left hip on forward. Lower, tight breath in. Breath back out. Continue to stretch, breathe in. As you exhale, warrior two. Spin your back heel down. Open up your hips. Right leg stays in front. Feel free to move in and out. First time your hips are completely open, facing one direction. So feel free to take advantage of it. When you're ready, drive your arms out to your feet. Hold it there nice and steady. Shoulders stay right over your hips. Pull your front knee towards your pinky toe edge. Hold your legs exactly as they are. Inhale, reverse. Take your left hand down, reach your right hand all the way up and back. You can take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. One more, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge, bring your front foot. Front here, ground into your palms. Lift your right leg back behind you, single leg plank. Keep your right heel off of the mat. Drop your hips in line with your shoulders. Any little pulses, lift your heel up towards the ceiling. Good. Stay with it. Flex your toes towards your face. Feel the underside of your glutes start to work for 4, 3, 2. High plank pose in 1. Drop your weight forward. Elbows tight. Chaturanga. Elbows really, really tight. Your side. Stop halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the sky. Reset. Breath in. Reset. Breath out. Other side. Inhale. Travel your left heel up. Again, palms stay to the mat. Open your hips. Drop your left heel towards your right glute. Circle it out or let it hang heavy. Left hip rolls down. Down into your palms. When you're ready, low lunge. Step it right between your palms. Just stop about halfway. Pick your left hand. Push it up. From here, tighten your fingers. You want more of a hamstring stretch. Straighten through your legs. Hips towards the back. You want even more, take your nose towards your knees. Okay, inhale, come back to your lunge. Drop your knee towards the earth. Send your right hip bone forward. Hips all the way back. One more time. Hamstring stretch. Down onto your right knee. Hips forward. Come back into your lunge, feel over your toe. Inhale, crescent lunge, send your arms up overhead, just like you did on the other side. Good, stick with it all the way through. Nice. Again, your left leg is in front, right leg is back. Arms up overhead, breathe in. Open your arms to the feet, bring your back heel down, open up. From here, move in and out of the pose, same thing. Other side, so the first time your hips are completely open. Take your left knee, pull it towards your pinky toe, arms out to the feet. Take your front hip, press it up in front of you, hold it there, squeeze the space between your feet. Nice, from here, inhale, reverse warrior, lift all the way up and back. Take your right hand down your right thigh, reach your left arm up. Full breath in, stay with it. Full breath out, let it go. One more, breathe in. Low lunge, bring your front foot. Single leg plank, ground into your palms, send your left heel back. Shift your shoulders forward, tiny little pulses with your heel. Up towards the sky. Good, stick with it just for 8. All the way through, you can always drop down to your knees for 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1. High plank, inhale, rock forward. Elbows really tight. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up towards the sky. Reset, breath in. Reset, breath back out. All right, we're gonna flow that just one time. Stay all the way through. You start with the right leg. Inhale, reach your right heel up. Exhale, low lunge, step it between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge, send your arms up over the head. Exhale, warrior two, stay open. Inhale, reverse, lift up and back. Exhale, low lunge, bring your front foot. Right leg kicks back. Single leg pull sit here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your high plank. Downward facing dog. Other side, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, crescent lunge, reach your arms high. Exhale, warrior two, spin open. Reverse, lift up. Slow lunge, come back down. Left leg back, push it back, hold just before. Last two, high plank in one, hold it there. Downward facing dog, reset. Good, nice work. Now that we're nice and open, we'll start more of the power work from here. Full breath in, let it go, breath out. All right, stick with me. Inhale, look forward at your thumb. Travel to the very top of your space. Just like a reset, halfway lift. Forward fold, let it go. Separate your feet, hip width distance apart, rise all the way up to stand. Good, nice work. Shoulder shrugs up to your ears. Exhale, let it go. Your feet are hip width distance apart. We'll move into a squat. The booty will move straight back, thighs towards parallel. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take it low. Exhale, push to the top. Speed it up. Lower, push, lower, push. There we go. Now, press. Stay just like that with that movement. Hips drop towards the earth. Now, every time you lower down, thighs hit towards parallel, back up to the top. Thighs hit towards parallel, back up to the top. There we go. You continue on, take breaks as you need. Hips, low, hips, low. Good. Go 4, 3, 2, at the bottom, hold it there. Steady. Now tiny little movement. Drop your hips low, push up to the top. The smallest little movement, thighs should be on fire. Now take as if the outer edges of your feet are kind of pull your mat apart, let the outer part of your hips work. Holding stillness in 3, 2, 1. Holding stillness. Take your hands toward your hips. Half raise, just your heels lift. Lift. Up, lower, up. Lower. There you go. Should be a really, really small movement that starts to burn, starting at your calves all the way up to your thighs. For 4, 3, 2. Good, and 1, drop your heels forward, fold, release. Hang there for a moment. Halfway lift. Plank, grab your palms, step your feet back. Option right away, drop down to your knees. Send your thumbs onto your mat, fingers move off. Wide arm push-ups, elbows move wide. Inhale as you lower down, exhale as you push away. All the way down, exhale, push. Push. Knees make it a little bit easier. If you'd like to make it a little more challenging, lift your knees off of the mat. Lower, press. Lower, press. Good. Continue on just like that. Now, as you lower down, front of your chest, your pecs get to work a little bit more. Push away from the mat. Again, your arms are wider, elbows move out to the side. Lower, push. For 4. Last 3. Good. Final 2. 1. Come onto your knees. Lift your shoulders over your hips. Option, hands to move to your heart or towards your hips. Your right leg will start the movement and then your left leg will follow. We move. Right foot up, left. Right knee back, left. Right foot up, left. Left foot back. Now, if your knees are sensitive in that way, in any way, you can just stay here. Right, center, left, center. Otherwise, all the way down to your knees. Right, left, right, left. Your right leg is always leading you. We'll get to the other side to even it out. Good, nice job, you guys. It's right, left, left for 8. Stick with it, last 7. For 6. 5, back to your knees. Here is 4. 3, last 2. Down to your knees in 1. This time, high plank pose, option onto your knees again. Tricep push-ups so your elbows move towards your body opposite way. Here we go. Down, lift, lower, push. Down, lift, lower, push. Again, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, lift your knees off of the mat. This time your elbows pull by your body. push, lower, push. Drop your chest every single time. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Good, now lower your booty in line with your shoulders. Good. Elbows raise your body, work the backs of your arms. Just for 4, for 3. Onto your knees and 2. Left leg leads here in 1. Hands to your heart or up at your hips. We move left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Again, you have to even out your sides to create that symmetry from right to left. Again, if you have sensitive knees in any way, continue to just step back one at a time. Otherwise, it's left leg back, left leg forward, right leg forward. There you go. Now the idea is that you're low like you're in a squat the entire time. Just for 4. Back down into your knees here in 3. Last 2. Onto your knees in 1. Last set of push-ups. This time thumbs on fingertips off. Second set wide on push-ups. Step your feet back, try it off of your knees. Here we go. Nice and steady. Lower, push, lower, push. Good, elbows move wide. Drop your chest down towards the earth. Good, you guys are doing great. Stay with it. The goal is, again, to continue to move. Take breaks as needed. All the way down, push it all the way back. All the way down, push it all the way back. For 4. Last 3. Final 2. And 1 onto your knees. This time legs all the way up to standing. This time you'll separate your feet nice and wide, wider than hip width. Turn your toes slightly out. Good. And like a horse squat, we'll move a little bit slower. So it's 2 down, 2 back up. Hands to your heart or hands to your hip. Looks like this. We move down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. All the way through, lower, lower. Up, up. There you go. This time your knees are moving wide rather than just back. Moving wide rather than just back. Now if you want more abs, you lower, lift your arms up overhead. As you lift your arms all the way up overhead, all the way down. So we continue to move together. Good, stay with it all the way through. Goal is that your hips drop all the way down to knee height as you lower. Inner thighs start to work. It's a little bit harder. Down for 2, up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. Stay with it. And then you can add the arms as you lower, lift your arms up. As you press with your arms down. Get about 4 more in. Once you're done with those 4, you'll pause at the bottom. Last one. Pause at the bottom. Keep your arms out in front of you. Face your palms towards one another. As if you're trying to pull a band apart. Continue to embrace strength to the upper part of your arm. Now elevate your heels off of the mat. Tiny little movements. Keep your arms out in front of you. Even without a weight, you don't need it to find that strength to work upper part of your shoulders. Last 4. Hold it low in 3. Just for 2. Hold it low in 1. Drop your heels. Face your palms to the mat. Drive your elbows all the way back. Push your arms out in front of you. All the way back. Good. So you'll find that squeeze. All the way back. All the way forward. All the way back. Forward. There you go. Stick with it. Nice. Last 10 seconds. For 4. For 3. Stand it tall in 2. Stand it tall in 1. Rise all the way up. Nice work. Now your left leg is going to stay put here. Right leg is going to move behind you like a curtsy lunge. Hands to your hips or out towards your heart. Sideways, so not straight back. Back, 2 pulses, back to center. 2 pulses, back to center. So not directly behind you. You're moving to the side. So you see my back knee, down, down, stand, down, down, stand. There you go. Back, back, stand. 2 pulses to the back. Right leg is the only one that's moving. Heel over your toes every single time. Push. Push, there you go. Left outer hip should feel that fire as you start to push up to the top. Pulse, pulse, center, pulse, pulse, center. There you go. Good. Same with him. Both feet at center here in 4, in 3, in 2. Both feet at center in 1. From here, feet are hip width distance apart. Back to the squat, single count, feet are apart, knees back. It's lower, lift. Good. Continue on with that. Hips move straight back behind you. Good. There you go. Hips back, then up. Hips back, then up. Every single time as you exhale, that's when you come back up. The exertion moment. Push up to the top. Good. Now we'll switch legs in just a moment. We'll hit that other side. Right leg will plant. In 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Stand it nice and tall. Now your right leg is your foundation. Left leg moves it back behind you. Down, down, top, down, down, top. So opposite leg that you did on that curtsy lunge the first time. If you're on a different side than we were, that's fine. Down, down, top, down, down, top. Good, you got it. Stick all the way through. And you want steady breath, even as you start to tire. We're almost 40 minutes in, all that work already. 2 pulses at the bottom. Legs should start to fire on. Outer part of your hip should really feel this. Again, 2 pulses at the bottom, back to center. Down, down, center. Here for 4. Every single one counts. Last 3. Final 2. Feet back to center in 1. One last set. Regular squats, feet are distance apart. It's down and up. Let's go. Lower, push, lower, push. And that's what you stay with every single time. Hips move straight back. Let's go. Good. You have about 10 more seconds from here, and then you'll hold it low in your squat. You'll hold it low in 4, in 3, in 2. This time, hold it nice and low. Hold. Now, feet are still apart. You'll go 1 leg at a time into a reverse lunge. The goal is that you stay low. Right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. The idea is that your hips are in flexion the whole time. Hips move back, right, center, left, center. Good. Now roll your shoulders back, let your chest stay wide, collarbones broad. Let your diaphragm open up with every breath that you take. Again, exhale is bringing you back to center. Right back, center, left back, center. Right back, center, left back, center. At this point, so you set work as you step back on that leg that's stepping back. That front leg, your quad is firing up the top of your leg. You got it all the way through. Last 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Stand it all the way tall. Now start to shake out through your hips. From here, small, tiny little cardio bursts. It's about 2 minutes of work. So slowly start to jog it up. Let your heels start to lift towards your booty. Butt kickers as you lift. Now, any movement that you take through these next 2 minutes, you can slow it down and step. Otherwise, heels start to hit your glutes. Small little movements push. Now in a butt kicker movement where your heels hit your butt, you have the opportunity to lengthen the front of your hips. We'll take the opposite movement, high knees in 4, 3, 2, 1, high knees. Knees up towards your chest. Opposite movement. You're light on the balls of your feet, up towards your butt. Good. Small little jogs. Shoulders back. Switch it out in 4, 3, 2, butt kickers, heels up to your glutes. Hold, hold. High knees, 4, 3, 2, knees up towards your heart. Light on the balls of your feet, up as high as they'll go. Last switch, butt kickers in 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the front of your body. And always be here. Slow steps, slow steps. And 4, jumping back, 3, and 2, 1, jumping back, open it up. Again, the option as you step, leg out, arm up. But it's an aerobic exercise, up, up. You can always step, make it a little bit challenging, move a little bit quicker. Up and back, up and back. There you go, you've got it. For 4, 3, slow jog in 2, slow jog in 1. Back to a squat in 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet are hip width distance apart. Hips move back. Here we go. Lower, push, lower, push. Now you're welcome to stay right here. Otherwise, we'll start to add from here. Just 1, pull, pull, stand. 1, pull, pull, stand. 1, pull, pull, stand. There you go. Stick with it. 3 pulses at the bottom, explode up to the top. 3 pulses at the bottom, explode up to the top. Last little bit on your legs. And we move down to the arms, down to the core. In 4, hold it low. In 3, in 2, 1, stand it all the way up to the top. Good, now from here, move to either the far right or the far left of your space. It's a lateral lunge. So if you're on the far right, your left leg will step out. Hands to your hips and hands to the heart. All the way out, lean into your left leg, stand it back up. All the way out, hips move back, up to the top. There you go. Now, inner thigh gets to work as far as the right leg. Left leg steps all the way out, working through glute to your quad. If you want a little bit more, take your hands behind your head, find some balance, elbow to knee, all the way down, elbow to knee. Activate through your core. Now it's a lot to ask of that right leg to catch all of your balance. Micro bend into your knee, pull elbow to knee. Good. All the way through, you got it. Left leg steps. Switching it out if you're in 4. Switching it out in 2. Last one, get that last one in 1. Good, now wherever you are, cross to the opposite side of your space. Left leg stays, right leg steps all the way up. Back, center, center. Option hands behind your head. As you step, good. Now that you have the idea of the exercise, it's just the other leg. Honor that you might feel a little different through this side. Good. Stay with it. Nice. Left leg stays. That's what's catching your balance if you choose to lift your right leg off. All the way to the top of your space. Pull your knee back to your elbow. Last little bit on your feet. Last 4. Good. Final 3. All the way out in 2. Last one in 1. Stand it up in your space, shake out through your legs. Good, you've made it through the lower half of your body. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Take a little bit of back bend or arc up, open, forward fold, let it go. Take a halfway lift, that reset like a deadlift. Plant your fingers, lift your heels over your shoulders, round your forehead. Stretch the back of your neck. And then have a seat down into your mat. Nice work, you guys. Just a little bit of core left through your body. So when you're ready, meet me in a seat. You can keep your feet long out in front of you, grounded onto your mat. You can take your hands for a little support back behind you. And you can start to elevate one foot. Maybe lift the other one. Hands can stay planted back, or if you want a little bit more challenge, hands to your heart. If you want a little more support, hands underneath your thighs. Hold in boat pose. You can lift your toes, flex them up towards your face. If you want to challenge yourself, reach your arms long out in front of you. Again, you should have that nice long spine, open up through your heart. Option for this next exercise, keep your hands back behind your head, rather behind your body. Lower, push your feet long out in front of you. As you exhale, drive your elbows towards your chest. Inhale, lower. Knees towards your chest, squeeze. Good. If you like that challenge, arms can stay long. Pull knees to your chest. Again, it doesn't need to be fast. Drive in. Lower down. Drive in. Your hands give you that support. Also lets your triceps work, backs of your arms. Hold them tight. Squeeze elbows to knee. Again, you can always rest your heels down. Take like a sit-up. Your hips, front of your hips start to scream at you. Take your feet down. Last 4. For 3. For 2. All the way down to your back in 1. Rest your shoulders down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Feel free to rock side to side. Take your feet down. You want to give your hips a little bit of a break. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Like a simple crunch. This time feet stay grounded on the mat. Lower down. As you exhale, push shoulder blades up to back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, push. Good, so your entire lower back is planted onto the mat. Elbows are wide. Lower down. Exhale, pull up. Lower down. Exhale, pull. There you go, good. Stick with it. Now the goal is that you're opening up through your heart, through your chest. Abdominal wall is what's taking the work. Lower down. Push up to the top, you've got it. Stay in that subtle crunch, doing a lot of work from here. For 4, hold it up at the top in 3, hold it up at the top in 2, hold it up at the top in 1. From here, take your hands long out in front of you, tiny little pulses open. Up, 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 there you go. Now hold your shoulders high off of your mat. Here in 4, 3, 2, shoulders high off of the mat, hands long, opposite sides, reach for your ankles. We move right to right, left to left, right to right, left to left. As if you were squeezing a block or something between your inner thighs, keep your inner thighs nice and still. So you're reaching using the strength of your core. Right to right, left to left, right to right, left to left. Good, you've got it. All the way through. Right to right, left to left. 10 seconds. Almost there. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest and your legs up the wall. Now, opposite hand, opposite foot. So let your left heel drop 2 inches from here. Left hand towards the outside of your right foot. Slow switch. Slow switch. Right hand to left foot. If straight legs feels a little too much today, bend into your knees. Right to right, rather right to left, left to right. Good, you've got it. Last little bit, almost there. For 4, knees to your chest, here in 3, and 2, knees to your chest in 1, hug your knees in. Good, now take a couple of rocks, forward and back. Last exercise that I'll ask from you, come up onto your knees, ground into your palms, or your forearms, step back into a plank. Puff up the back space of your heart, whether you're on your forearms or on your palms. Use this plank as a full body activation. Good, it's 30 seconds. I'm counting it down right here. Stay with it in an isometric hold. Now, planks work the entire length of our body. You just worked into all that core strength. I'm asking a little bit of upper body into your shoulders. Rock your heels over your toes. Pull your kneecaps into your quads, the tops of your legs. You've got it all the way through. 10 more seconds. This is it from here down to your knees. In 4, in 3, last 2. Drop it down to your knees in 1. Good, from here, nice work. On your knees, rise up to standing on your knees. We'll get a little shoulder stretch. Take your shoulders up to your ears. Just like you started, roll them back, lower them down with breath. Take your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them back, lower them down with breath. Now, just like mountain, reach your arms up overhead. This time, take your right arm down, arc your body up and over. Option, drop your left hand towards the top of your right shoulder, or towards the back of your neck. Lean up and over. Now take your gaze, your chin up towards your elbow. That should stretch through the side of your neck. Back through center, reach your left arm up first, then your right, let it follow. Take your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. Full stretch. Now take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Take your right hand, give yourself a pat on the back or reach towards the back of your neck. Ooh, take your chin up towards your elbow. Both arms up high, breathe in. And this time, cactus your arms out to the side. Without arcing your back, you have that natural curve through your thoracic spine. Open up, push your heart forward. Take your gaze up. Now take the tops of your hips, start to push them wherever you are out in front of you. Open up through your heart, breathe in. Good, breathe out. When you're ready, lower down, have a seat onto your mat. Shoot your right leg long out in front of you. Take the left sole of your foot to the inner part of your thigh. Reach your arms up overhead, breathe in. Pivot your body over your right leg. Bend into your right knee and then slowly start to fold it forward. You can let your forehead start to meet into your right knee. Let your body fold and relax. Continue to anchor your left hip bone down. Take that slight twist through your body. Hands to the mat. Keep your legs as they are. Now take your left hand, this might be a little confusing, back behind your left hip, tighten your fingers. Take your right hand, start to elevate your hips up. Good, right hand back. Send your hips up towards the sky. And lower back down. Switch it out. Left leg moves long. Take your right sole of your foot, inner part of your thigh. And reach your arms up, breathe in. Twist over your left leg and then start to fold it forward. Hands down. Again, legs as they are. Take your right hand back. Left hand will lead. So you're lifting your hips up. The goal is hips out of flexion, especially after all those squats. Hips up. Reach your left hand back. And then start to lower. Good. Now we'll take outer hip stretch or figure 4. So your left leg will stay planted on the earth. Lift your right leg up. Reminded to shimmy your left leg out depending on how tight your hips are. Cross your ankle up and over the top of your left thigh. Good, you can intensify it by pulling your body a little closer towards your shin, or lessen it by pulling your body back. Nice slow switch, keep your right foot down. Again, this side might be tighter or a little bit more open. Lift your left leg up, ankle up and over the top of your thigh. Intensify it, pull your body a little closer, or lessen the stretch, pull your body back. And slowly come back through center. This time send both of your legs long out in front of you. You can bend into your knees, push your hips back, reach your arms up, breathe. Big forward fold, release. And chest towards your thighs, flex your toes towards your face, pull your body a little closer. Take your hands to the mat, slowly pull back through center. When you're ready, legs long out in front of you, lower all the way down to your back. Nice easy twist, take your knees in towards your chest. Shoot your left leg long, that'll stretch the front of your hip into your hip flexor. Hug your right knee tight towards your body, breathe in, let your head relax. Exhale, twist it all the way across your body. Let your right hip stack on top of your left. Let your knee fall towards the mat, does not have to hit, don't force it. And come back through center, hug your knees in. Send your right leg long, hold your left knee tight, breathe in. And exhale, twist, left hip moves on top of your right this time. Again, no force, you can take your arm out to the side. And come back through center, hug both knees in. Happy baby, stamp the ceiling with the soles of your feet. Take your hands, outer edges of your ankles, your feet, your calves, maybe behind your legs. Let your head relax, option to move side to side. And hug your knees in, maybe take a couple rocks or just one, move up to the top. And find a cross-legged stance. Last time, reach your arms up overhead. Palms together, slowly lower it down just like you started, thumbs together at your hearts. Blink your eyes closed for a moment and breathe some stillness in after all that movement. In gratitude, take a breath in. And big exhale, let it go. All right, thanks so much, you guys. If you're on mute, I appreciate you. I'm Tess. If you have any questions, Jess has my info. For those of you taking it later on, reach out to me if you need anything. Hopefully you enjoyed a little movement. I know there's a lot happening, obviously, in the world, so movement or any type of stretches can kind of just allow your mood to uplift just a little bit in times of uncertainty or craziness. So if you can just take 10 minutes of any class that's taught, that's perfect. Again, I'm Tess. I will be on here a couple more minutes. Have a wonderful day ahead, depending on where you are, or a wonderful evening as you close out your day.
Thank you, Tess.
You are welcome. Jess, if you're still on.